We haven't, like I said, I always skip the world events. So like, there's no reason to buy any experience at all in this game. Like even just doing the main story. Like I never understood why people would buy that. I mean, probably most people don't. But you know, there's some people out there. Here's what they'll do. It is not to shit on them, but it's something I noticed that a lot of people will do. Is they will like give themselves like ridiculous buffs on a game they've never played. Like they'll like either cheat or pay their way to like really, really high levels of experience and everything, and then that's it. They just won't play the game. They won't finish it. So not only did you not actually experience the game the way it's intended, you also paid them a bunch of money to not do that, which makes no sense to me. Like, even on games I hated, I refused to pay money to fix the problems with the games. Like I said, Tales of Arise is a perfect example of that. You know, they had this game in development for how many years? Like 3-4 years, since like Zestiria almost. Maybe even more, because it's been like almost 4 years since Berseria came out, and I'm just late to the party, right? And the best they could come up with was Tales of Arise. Like, that's disappointing. That's just tragic. It makes you wonder what the fuck they were doing the whole time. I'm not saying they weren't doing work. The fuck? Okay, just please don't put me in the water. I'm not saying they didn't do anything, right? Like, there's pluses to the game. It's just that, I don't know, like, not every new game has to be better than the old game, right? Like, sometimes, you know, just the randomness of things, maybe the modern day, like, equivalents, right? Like, things change, the standard of games change and everything. So I can understand, like, okay, this game is good. It may not be better than the last one, but it's still good in its own right. But like, what the fuck did they do with that game? There's a lot of games I feel are like that. Like, what the fuck did they do with like, that they made the game worse? And after a point, it's like, do none of y'all play the games you make? Even this game suffers from that. And it's tragic. Mirror's Edge was another one of those. I didn't even buy Catalyst for a variety of reasons. I was like, I'm not buying this shit. And I never bought Catalyst. And lo and behold, they never made another Mirror's Edge. It was a complete failure. So, good job, I guess. Which is really a tragedy, because Mirror's Edge, the original game, was one of my favorite games on the 360. Like, I felt it was super original. Nothing like it out there. And that's why I was so sad about Darksiders. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I was sad about Darksiders for the same reason. Like, all those games that showed up in, like, the 2010s or the late 2000s just seem to have gotten the shaft entirely, and it's really fucking brutal. Because I think there's a lot of potential from a lot of these different games, and they either, because of marketing, because of, you know, just the tide changing against certain types of games, I just think a lot of it just gets fucked up. No sound effects, that's weird. Okay, help me. Lord knows I'm not even going to get started on Deus Ex and what the fuck Square Enix spent the last 6 years doing. Activision has something good with Spyro, they immediately ruin it by making the people work on fucking Warzone. He belly bopped me. Alright, easy. Literally hit me with his big old belly. Door's barred. Oh, okay. Last time I didn't even need the guy to help me with this. Like, he came over and then he just left. He was supposed to do this, see? We were supposed to pull together, but he didn't do it.
I'll split you!
Okay.
Give me a hand with this.
See, they're idiots because they locked the front door. We went in from the back. We already looted the place. I mean, I guess what they do is that they put doors that you could exit from, right? Like, if you somehow, like, glitched inside or got stuck, like, you wouldn't be screwed, you know what I mean? What the fuck? Actually, I should have interrupted. Yo, you rezzed him? His head's right there. What? He grew a new head. That's fucking wild. Oh, holy shit, that's crazy. Oh, I almost need to clip that. That's actually a clip. I chopped his head off. She runs over and insta-rezzes him. Are you serious? You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. But why is he immune? What the hell? Oh, please let me remember to fucking do that. I gotta write down the time it happened. Okay, he died from the impact. Sure, let's open this.
Hey, can't do this alone.
I go, it's, yeah, they did it again. Yeah, I think something's glitchy with that. They're not supposed to give up like that. Oh, there was another one in here I didn't even look for. What? I'm stuck. Dude, what is going on with this game? Unreal. Well, I think we killed everyone in here. Dude, sometimes games just do really fucking shit. I want my T-pose mode, damn it. I want my extra meme magic and I want it now. I want something cool to happen, like, constantly.
Give me a hand over here.
It's like that one, the pirated Spyro the Dragon, where it, like, constantly, like, makes you redo eggs and stuff. It's one of those, like, weird, like, piracy things. Like, randomly the game will say, hey, so this is a pirated copy, go fuck yourself. We're gonna undo your save data instead of just, like, ending the game. I know for Arkham Asylum, I think, they made, like, a playable demo of the game, basically, if it detects that it's an illegitimate version. And that's kind of what they did. So I think there's actually a speedrun category for it. Like, people will play a game that intentionally, like, will randomly put certain eggs back, you know what I mean? Like, it'll random... What the fuck? Thank you. It'll randomly, like, undo your progress and undo eggs and stuff. And so it's like this whole new challenge to try to beat the game while the game is constantly, like, trying to remove and delete your progress. It's really... It's funny. I read about this years ago, and I think I watched a video on it. Might have been a Tech Rules video, by the way. Shout out to Tech Rules, like, legitimately one of my favorite channels. First video I saw is Spyro. That's how I knew it was going to be good. Okay. No. Not gonna lie, this is kind of a banger soundtrack for no reason. It's just for kids, so that doesn't surprise me.
Come, help me with this.
Alright. Where are you guys? What the fuck? And then how did you get in? What? Yeah, they teleport him. I mean, I'm grateful for it, but that's like a funny, like, what?
Hey, can't do this alone.
Yes, help me. I'm Javi, not Eivor. I promise. Alright, I think we're done here. Yep. Do this one, which apparently is on an island. Oh, that'll be fun. What? What were you guys doing this whole time? It's the ragdolls that get me. That's really what's funny. It's like just enemies will just like get stuck in weird places and die there. That's funny. I'm telling you, that's where the humor is, man. You gotta find like the positives in life, you know what I mean? It could be some of the dumbest shit you've ever seen in your life, but nothing wrong with it, you know what I mean? Alright, push us back. Alright, full speed ahead. I'm sure Javi definitely did this, by the way. So what's the Isu version of this? We were taking like a hovercraft around all these different places to steal the stuff they were using to make more pieces of Eden and shit, I guess. Am I interpreting it too deeply, or am I interpreting it just right? Because we're technically playing Basim experiencing Eivor's memories of what Javi experienced, which was inside his conscience. Oh, oops. My bad. Here we go. So it's kind of weird because Basim is experiencing Eivor, experience Javi, talk about Basim. It's weird. It's a weird thing. So really, we're shit talking Loki over here. I mean, Loki's technically the player character.
Help me out here.
Doesn't mean he's not a piece of shit. I just feel bad for Eivor, dude. Guy just wanted to live a normal life. He gets involved in all this extra bullshit that happened like thousands of years prior. It has nothing to do with him at all. Like, could you even imagine?
Hey, come here.
Almost as bad as when they had that cuckold plot line for Sigurd. It's like, yeah, gee. I don't even think it really matters. This game has multiple endings, but it really only has 2 endings, unlike Odyssey, which has like an entire variety of endings. Like, this game only has 2, which is mostly based off of whether or not Sigurd likes you or not by the end of the game. Well, he warped back. I mean, I guess he got a surprise hit, so congrats. And basically, whether or not Sigurd likes you is just determined on whether or not you side with him. Luckily, the choices are pretty straightforward, so you don't have to do anything crazy or whatever, I guess.
Give me a hand with this.
That's it? Wait, really? Wow, there's nothing on this island. Yeah, no, okay. I mean, I guess I could go on foot. We could go to this. Let me get out of here. And then we could regroup with them at the next one. One of them's way up top, so we'll have to do one of those flying things from the top of that mountain. That'll be fun. I thought that was going to be way more common. It ended up not being, like, common at all. The Masters. There are a ton of Hooger shrines here. That cannot be a good thing. Oh, there you go. What? I think I'm stuck. The game's gonna auto-kill me, by the way. Can I teleport? No, I think... okay, so when this happens, the game is set to auto-kill you if you're falling for too long. Yep. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah, so that I've said that a few times in the playthrough. If the game, I guess, detects if you're not moving enough, right? Like, there's not enough change in your Y value, it will just auto-kill you. And you're stuck, and you're constantly in the falling animation. So right there, that's exactly what happened. I wasn't moving for the amount of time I was falling, and the game is like, yeah, just kill him. That might be, like, the first time I've died in this game in over a year. Like, for real. I don't think I've died in this game in a long time. Which is good, I guess. Sure. Okay, well, the nice thing is that they auto-saved right here, so I didn't lose anything. But what I definitely should do is I should quick save, just in case the game crashes and it can't recover the auto-saves. So really, you're not actually supposed to do any of that. There you go. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, good. Whew. I was about to get annoyed. We have to find keys for each chest lock. What does it say? The curse is a hoax, nothing but fairy tales. Hydramar's armor and treasure will be mine. Steal from me when the most spells are off guard. Ricker. Oh, there's one key. And there it is, I guess, up there. But I need Hooger to climb that. Alright, let me just sacrifice some health. That's fine by me. Holy shit! And then, like, food gives me back, like, some ridiculous amount of health, so it didn't even matter anyway. So this is why I don't like to do any, like, don't die runs of a game anymore, you know what I mean? Like, because anything could happen, right? So you could be playing a game and you get stuck somewhere, congrats, your run is over. I'm guessing you can't climb this. Okay, that's not what you're supposed to do. So I need my Hooger back. Hooger. I told you these are the two powers you're going to actually need. What did I say? That's exactly what I said. You're gonna need these powers to do this. The curse is real. It's been a massacre down here. This will be our grave. I have to get out. Wow. I wonder what's down there. Alright, Dwarven blacksmith armor. I'm stuck. The curse is real. I'm stuck. Oh. Is that it? Oh, here we go. It never presses it when I press it. Alright, very nice. I mean, can't I just teleport out now? Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, we'll hop down and we'll do that. Like, I don't mind that puzzle. That's just funny. Like, a whole bunch of weird shit has been happening in, like, the last, like, hour or so. Like, falling infinitely, dudes getting, like, pinballed all over the place and dying in weird positions and shit. Like we got a little bit of everything, man. That's what I mean. You really gotta appreciate some of these Ubisoft games, because, man, there is nothing like them else out there. I mean, like, I guess Bethesda games are glitchy as fuck, but whatever. There's nothing quite like a good old Ubisoft game. Get your viewpoints, get your outposts to take over. You know it. I actually did get Far Cry 6, by the way. I bought it for like half off, so if I want to play it, I mean, I have it installed, I could play it. There's a lot of Ubisoft games I'm behind on. I mean, like, apparently Phoenix Rising is basically like Odyssey, but, you know, a little more PG. So maybe I'll check that out someday, like, if there's, you know, spare time for it or whatever. And then that way I can actually get around to playing all this stuff. Because my friends constantly bitch at me, why haven't you played this game that I like? And I'm like, because I play more games than you do in 3 months than you do in a year. So, like, I play a lot of games. Sometimes it's new games, sometimes it's games I missed. I mean, we're at the point where every playthrough is like 50 fucking hours. Like, I don't know what you want from me. Like, most people play a 50-hour game over the course of a couple months. I could play it in the course of a couple of days. It's not bragging, it just means that I play a lot of games. I get burnt out a lot. What? Why? Oh god, the fucking Animorphs are back. This is, of course, coming from a group of friends who play the same 5 games collectively. Is that it? Huh, okay. Oh. Shut the fuck up! You clearly see they're all dead. He's like, good evening, yes.
You're safe now. I suppose I should thank you. Would have killed them all myself, of course. Why do you think they caged me up? Scared of me, they were.
That is one explanation. In any case, you should find somewhere safer than here. If not for your sake, then for any giants you may slay.
You make a fair point. Still, you helped me out, and where I come from, we repay acts of kindness. Meet me in the Hodder shelter. You know of it. Great big treasury hall, yes? I'll sort you out with something. Oh, and if you're looking to smash a few more deserving skulls, this lot kept talking about their leader. Mean
Is it the same one, or is it another
if I
one?
remember right, sounds like you'll
No,
find
it's a
them in a
different
small
one.
valley, by the swamps east of Abolv at Milna.
Perhaps I will seek out this leader of theirs.
And I shall look forward to hearing of your battle back at the Hodder shelter. You make them bastards pay, eh? Good luck to you.
Alright. Yes, what a mystery indeed that was. Level up. I'm not even going to level up till we get our 6 points, so... Well, this is right here, so we'll do this. Like, we're literally actually running down the road to it. It has to say restricted area first, of course.
This area is off limits.
Wait, he said the swamp's to the west. Did I already kill them? Maybe I did, right? I wonder. Okay, I have no idea. Anyway. Oop. Throw it, throw it, throw it. What? Okay, whatever. I'll summon my people first. So can't swing. It's like playing with the gravity gun, for real. It's like, it never gets old what you could do with like a really cool physics engine, you know? Like the sky is the limit, right? I mean, obviously this is not like object and environment manipulation. This is me just like kicking enemies into random shit, but there's something very therapeutic about it, you know? It's like, you ever just play a game just for the guilty pleasure, or just because it gives you like a certain kind of freedom? That's what I used to do with a lot of my GameCube games. I would play the shit out of them, learn a ton of stuff about the game, and just know how to do stuff, right? Like I did that with Sunshine, like Pikmin 2, Metroid, all that stuff. You already know what I'm talking about. If you've been on this channel like longer than a week, and if you just even like lightly breeze through what I've done, you probably already know what I'm talking about. Like, you don't even need to get too far into it. You already know.
Meet your fate.
Give me a hand!
Right? I mean, should we open this? Oh, we don't need help for it. Okay. I was gonna say, like, we just have to open it to get to the other side. It's really weird. It's a very weirdly designed Milna. There you go. Stab. You can almost forget that the blade even exists, to be honest with you. There you go. Alright, you kind of have to do it like... You can definitely do that on a big enemy like that, right? Because they have enough health to take it. But, like, I guess it's not really a great ability because, like, think about how much you have to invest, right? Like, most of the time you'll just hit them... For my build, at least, like, most of the time I just hit them. There you go. So I can get my stamina back, because I don't really use heavy attacks in this game. Oh, your door. Okay, cool. And remember, the difference between this and the Assassin's Creed Odyssey DLC is the Odyssey DLC is actually like a reenactment of what happened, whereas this is Eivor making sense of it. Presumably. Maybe I'm wrong about that, though. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could argue maybe Alexios wasn't really looking at exactly what was going on, but there's a ton of stuff that obviously doesn't fit, right? Like, this kind of just looks like England. It also kind of works because they don't have to design a whole new tile set. I shouldn't say tile set. You know, an entire new set of assets for a DLC. So, like, it's one of those things I kind of like when you blend both real-world reasoning behind something and you also get to have, like, a lore reason for it. I think that you know, that's always kind of cool. we go.
Give me a hand with this.
Oh, damn, this guy was ready. Can't even stomp him there. You can redesign what your crew members look like in this game. You mean silica, right? Yeah, it's obvious that they just put this in. Drop. Alright, we have one more to do after this. I guess while you're on fire, you can't do this. Well, if you're too close, you can't do it. That's unique. Alright, here we go. Yay! Woo! Okay. Oh no, that was it. That's the last one. Dude, this might be the last thing that we ever raid in this game. Wow, I forgot. Yeah, we did that island one. This could really be it. This could literally be the last thing that we ever raid in this game. That's actually kind of sad when you think about it, because a lot of the better content in this game are the raids, because you get to do a lot of fighting and stuff. It's just they're so blandly designed sometimes. It's like, whatever. Well, that's really a tragedy. Because I've done all the other raids and everything else, so there's nothing else left to do. That's where we are right now with this game. All right. Anyway. Oh, hi. I wasn't even looking. Alright, we killed him in short order. He falls down. Hey, didn't we do a puzzle like this already? You guys were using your work. Have more work ethic than me, okay? It's like when I reused a paper for another class. All I had to do was slightly tweak a couple things about it. No one even knew the difference. Got the same grade, basically. And before you ask, no, it wasn't put into any system or whatever, you know, that would detect plagiarism or whatever. I mean, it would be a very interesting case of me plagiarizing myself and using my own work from somewhere else in my paper for a class. Like, what? That should be the point. I should reuse my work. Why would I reinvent the fucking wheel? I know some classes are like that because some teachers are just power-tripping assholes. I've had my fair share of them. You get a little bit of power, basically, over someone's life, and the first thing they think to do is exploit it and fucking make sure you get treated like shit. Oh, yeah. And, like, there's good teachers out there, right? Like, I'm not going to say all teachers are like that, obviously. You know, you have your usual gradient of good, you know, excellent, decent, bad, awful, you know, literal evil people who are just there just because they can make your life worse because they just don't like you, right? They have a blood vendetta against you. Like, I've never intentionally gone to a teacher, like, gone to their class and been a piece of shit to them. I've just never done that. I might have teachers, you know, that I feel differently about based on their attitude and what they, you know, what they teach or whatever, or rather how they teach it, I should say. But I've never gone to a teacher and been like, yeah, you know what, fuck that guy. I really hate him for reasons I won't elaborate on. Like, I've never done that. Why? Because I don't really care about my teachers. Not to be a dick, but, like, you know, they could be good people, they could be bad people. Like, it's just can I get a grade, please? Fuck me. Some of the teachers I had in high school and in junior high were just like, my God, like, what the fuck happened to you? You got problems, man. And taking it out on 13, 14, you know, 12-year-old kids, that's not healthy. That's abuse. I mean, let's call it what the fuck it is. It's abuse. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, here we go. This is paddles. There you go. Like, I think we really gotta start calling some things what they are. Like, abuse, you know, all sorts of stuff. The fuck? There's no way that's everything. Wait. Oh, wait, maybe it is. Oh, I'm bugging. You know we have to flip it to go the other way. Yeah, we're missing one of the things. Yeah, you don't ever remove any of these things. I guess I should be glad for that, because then it would turn into something very confusing. So we have to, like, find the,
Shit!
find the sphere that goes into it. Trying to find it. Like, case in point, I had a teacher one time, okay, this is not breakable, where I wrote a paper for the teacher, right? Like, it wasn't like an A+ paper, right? Like, it was like a B, right? It was okay. You know, I was busy, I was stressed, you know? I had things I wanted to do, you know, everyone was a teenager at some point, right? Like, I don't need to explain this too much, right? And I had things I wanted to do, you know, I was doing stuff for the channel at the time, and the fucking teacher was like, oh, I'm just not going to accept this. I'm not accepting this paper. And in my mind, I'm like, the fuck do you mean you're not accepting it? Like, oh, well, you could leave it here. I'm just not going to grade it. Like, for what purpose? And I think there's some other things that were going on. I think they wanted a certain set of students to fail so then they could say, oh, well, you know, you failed, but if you reapply yourself, right? But then people get this really, like, snazzy attitude with you when you're failing a class, like, oh, well, I didn't expect that you would do this. Well, you're such a good student in my class. So because this one teacher wanted to make my life miserable in a way, you know, they turned around, and now every other teacher, right? Because all the teachers fucking talk. That's human nature. It's not even something to be salty about. You know, all the teachers think I'm some, like, piece of shit. Like I'm being a dick to this teacher. It's like, no, the teacher is being a dick to me. So, and you want to know what the fucked up ending to this story is I went out, right? Apparently you could point something at this, but I have no clue where and how. But I went out and I was like, okay, you know, let me make bare minimum fucking changes to this thing, right? And I did. I made bare minimum fucking changes. And got accepted, got an 85. So like, what I really think is that they wanted you to pay for senior trip, and I just didn't pay for senior trip. They because if you failed, you couldn't go on senior trip. And I said to myself, oh, so this is just a scam to get people to not go on senior trip potentially, right? Like, she won't accept it. It's the deadline is that day. You can't like turn it in early, so that way you know if it's going to be accepted or not, and you could change things, you know, so you could still pass. She just didn't want to accept it. Didn't want to tell me what was wrong. See if I could maybe rush it in real fast, you know. And then I have no clue where this is, by the way. Didn't want to do anything. Didn't want to help me. Didn't want to say anything. Just wanted to fail me, and then accepted it with no changes because she didn't even read it the first time. This is how fucking stupid this story is. She didn't even read it the first time. So she didn't even know what was missing from it that she could have deducted points for. So because of that, when I handed it back in with almost no changes, I basically got I got the grade I was deserving of. That's how fucking stupid that story is. I still remember this shit. And the reason I remember it isn't even necessarily because of all this fucking bullshit, right? Like, if you didn't want me to go on your stupid trip, I don't really give that much of a shit. But what it really got me about it... Can you not take this out of this, by the way? No, you can't. Okay, we have to find one. What really got me about it was, my family's fucking full of idiots. That's really what I got fucking super yelled at for this shit. I'm like, none of you even read the paper. You didn't even read the assignment. You didn't read the paper. I went home and stupidly was like, hey, family, this is what this teacher did. This is kind of fucked up. And these fucking retards gradually over time talk themselves into, oh, well, he didn't do the assignment. Because the stigma is always on the student, that you didn't do the work, you didn't do the assignment, you didn't figure this out, you didn't do the right thing, it's your fault, everything is your fault. It's bullshit. Made my actual, like, winter vacation miserable because of that. I've never really talked about this before, this is completely random, but made my actual, like, life miserable for, like, a few weeks. And then, you know, you start, it's gaslight, you start believing that, well, maybe I did something wrong, or I'm in the wrong, or some crazy shit. Well, no, eventually you just have to realize, no, just some people have it out for you for any number of reasons. And it's bullshit, and it's not your fault. People just don't like you. Like, people might not like you just because of the color of your skin. People might not like you because of your orientation. People might not like you for any number of reasons. And that's not your fault. You know, you're not responsible for if people like you or don't like you. Wait, what the fuck? Oh my god, is this it? You kinda almost wish it was, right? I had another fucking asshole teacher when I was in junior high. They're literally not doing things that it says they have to do in the student handbook. So why the fuck you make a student handbook if you're not gonna follow the student handbook? And again, my family coming in clutch never was like, oh, well, you did something wrong. Because, you know, that's how family is, right? They're supposed to have your back, right? Like, I'm the only dumb motherfucker reading this shit. Oh, here we go. We need to find a place to jump to it. Okay. Yeah, I like, there's some things about school I liked, but I'll be honest with you, after I hit, like, 3rd grade, I would say maybe 4th grade, like, school was not fun for me anymore. Like, maybe some classes were and some teachers were, right? But, like, I never had that, like, I never derived that, like, oh, well, this is really fun and we're doing really cool, fun stuff. Like, I never had that anymore once I turned, like, 10. I feel like I had a bunch of asshole teachers who had sticks up their asses for various fucking reasons, and they're a bunch of fucking power trippers, so I stopped enjoying school. That's obviously not every teacher, but, you know, you have 1 or 2 teachers that are like that, all of a sudden, you don't fucking like school no more. I hate that they make me fucking stand in, like, a weird place. This is not a 4-paddle. This is a 2-paddle. I've hit the same one over and over. Alright, this might be one of the last upgrades as well. The Giants have destroyed the workshop and storage house. Now they're heading towards the archives, which hold the intricacies of light bending and creation. If you are a dwarf, know that we died bravely, protecting our methods and inventions. If you are a giant, I curse you to Helheim. Okay. I guess if you get stuck in there somehow, you can get out. I don't know, maybe they found, like, some kind of, like, method to, like, sequence break or something. I have no idea. Seriously, I used to really like the sciences in 1st, 2nd grade, kindergarten. I remember loving a lot of that shit. The fucking dinosaurs and everything. Space, all that stuff. And then the best part, right? Hi, Heron. Bye, Heron. The best part is that all these schools later on want to have the audacity to say, well, could you donate to our special drive? And could you donate to all our stuff? And without saying the slurs I want to say, right? Fuck no. I won't do that. Especially, you know, my parents paid tuition for some of these schools. You know, you pay tuition, you go to the place, the teachers fucking hate you, you're paying more than other people. Like, then suck a dick. I'm not giving you shit. Literally suck my balls. Unbelievable. The audacity of these people. Hey, wasn't your time so great? Don't you want to spend more money? Or, you know, could you donate? Like, I don't care if it's $25. I'm not donating a fucking penny. They ask me too, by the way. Me, the motherfucker that had to live through this shit. Me. Yeah, fuck no. Suck my balls. Pieces of shit. I'm particularly ticked off about this today because I had to go into, hilariously enough, I had to go into the YouTube, I had to go into the email address for my YouTube, which is also tied to some of this old stuff, and I'm just like, bro, are you for real? Like, are you fucking serious? I'm like, wait a minute, you want me to donate what to who? Like, come on, they still send me this shit. Like, it's been over a decade. You haven't heard from me in a decade. Fuck off. Same thing for my high school. Fuck that. And I know I'm not the only one. Every person has a fucking story from their high school. I'm not even getting into, like, the stories of the student body. Because, to be honest, dumb teens do dumb shit. I mean, I did plenty of dumb shit when I was younger, too. Right? Like, I'm not... Okay, well, we're not doing this. Oh, he's the one painting it? That's hilarious. Okay, anyway.
Might have painted a few too many of these, come to think of it.
It's right below me. Yeah, I could say that much. Oh, there's another shelter? Really? For real? Oh, maybe we should do this. If there's another shelter, right? Okay, drop. I feel like I'm in a Wario World puzzle, I'll be honest with you. They just played the weird, like, fantasy music or whatever. I'm guessing this is the exit. I finally found one of those mythical exits first. Okay. Like shit, man. You got grown 40 and 50-year-olds acting like children to literal children. What?
Tried to sneak up on me, you frosty bastard.
This is new.
Jotun. Ha Jotun.
Jotun.
Your shape-shifting, even in your current ugly form.
Stand your ground! You address no Jotun, you sniveling sack of... Where did he go? How do I get out of here?
Oh, this is actually pretty cool. I guess nothing over here. I guess it's just a little extra area you can go into. Day 14, we are starving and our wounds from the fall have begun to fester. Unable to kill the rats, we instead built several portals which will at least allow us to outmaneuver them. Hopefully these portals may also help us to escape this woeful place. Yeah, I don't think that happened. It's like the rats in Wind Waker, a little bit. It's like just chittering all over the place. So what exactly am I supposed to do? There must be some ways that I could pull this thing out, right? Okay. Yeah. Oh shit. I can't move. I actually can't move. That's hilarious. Don't ask me how a bunch of random rats are able to do that much damage to you, but sure, fuck it, why not? Well, you could sacrifice life for Hooger. Okay. If only the dodge didn't take stamina. I'm trying to find, like, the grate or something that you're supposed to drop them in. Pull it, pull it, pull it! Push it, push it, push it!
I have tested your traps, coward! Now show yourself! Or you will make an enemy of Harvey! Lord of Asgard!
Lord of Asgard. Yeah, right. And I'm Creedmar, King of War.
Creedmar, okay.
Resurrected. Try harder, Jotun.
Okay, I have to somehow pull this. I think I have to do the same thing again. Jesus. Do they eat your stamina too? It's ridiculous. If only I could, like, spread oil. Yeah, okay, you can't do that. I know, I know. I'm just trying to cheese it so I don't have to fucking... Like, I know what I need to do. I have to... Oh God, they're really fast. And they eat all... They literally eat your stamina away. Jesus, okay. I guess I have to teleport over there and then run back. Basically. Right? I gotta drag it and then, like, finagle it into fucking place. Because you can't kill rats in this game. As unbelievable as that is. Or I guess you teleport and then you, like, teleport to this and you push it. Wow, what a shit puzzle this is.
That burns!
Okay, well, we did it. How am I on fire?
Greedy, thieving Jotun. Invading
Oh, I guess there was a
our
trap.
now,
What?
Now you have to pilfer everything we have. We burn the item.
I get my hands on
You wascally wabbit, you. Okay, easy. Yeah, I'll get health elsewhere. It's fine. He puts a snake right at the landing. Oh yeah, we're gonna... Dude, we should do some, like, godly wrath on this dude. Come on, man. Don't be a pussy, Eivor. That's what I mean. Some of the best days of my life were when I was, like... I would say 5th grade when I went to go see Revenge of the Sith. That was a pretty high point. I thought that was really dope.
Jotun, you should mess it up.
you sneaky little...
Where is he? Like, how is he doing all this? What the fuck? Okay. Oh, Jotun! Alright, you piece of shit.
We meet at last.
What in... How did... No Jotun has ever outsmarted my trap. Oh crap. You're really naughty, Jotun, are you? Which means you're...
The Lord of Asgard, yes. And in no mood for such trickery. Even though I must admit, I admire your cunning. You managed to fool me, if only for a brief moment. Many have tried, few have succeeded. Even fewer lived to tell the tale. So who are you, dwarf?
Bansky, they called me. Before the invasion, I was an artist. Some clever clogs reckoned I should paint all the signs to all the dwarf shelters. And that's how I found this empty shelter here. Thought I'd use it to get a little payback, you know? Teach some Jotuns a lesson. Admittedly, it's not the most efficient means of revenge, but every journey begins with a single step, eh?
That is true.
Still, never thought
Journey
I'd
of
catch
1,000
an
miles
archer in my
begins
trap.
with but a single step.
Unintentionally, I should point out.
All you caught was my attention, and perhaps a tiny sliver of my respect.
Then if you'll indulge me, what went wrong? What was the failure in my trap?
Not enough rats. They should be bigger.
I'll be happy to never see them again, but you had too few. A pack of wolves would be better. They'd make short work of your prey.
Ah, yes, a pack of wolves. Very easy for a dwarf to catch and handle. Why didn't I think of that, eh?
Get one to chase you down there. Every journey begins with a single step.
Okay.
There was no failing. Other than your prey was the wisest and most cunning of all beings in the 9 realms.
And modest, too.
Another of my attributes.
Alright, I mean, I guess we could just talk about all this.
You underestimate your enemy. You're telling me Jotnar actually...
Yes, they did actually. We
childlike
found a body
monsters.
down there.
Literally, yes.
Yes.
You saw the bodies. Can't help themselves. They see a dwarf dive down and boop, in they go. Same as you, if you recall.
Yes, my curiosity got the better of me this day.
Alright.
I have nothing more to say. But you should look your prey in the eye. Let them know who has bested them.
Ah, yes. Get within reach of someone, a far bigger someone, with an increasing desire to kill me. What a terrific idea. In any case, I am no warrior, and this shelter here is all I have with which to fight back. All I have are my wits, my anger, and my shelter.
Then what more do you need? Good hunting, Bansky.
And
Yeah,
you-
thanks for the memories. I'll forget about it in an hour. Not today, Jotun. Right. That's kind of it. We just wrap up some of these extra ones and we're good. Well, I don't have any Hooger. I mean, hey, that world event was pretty good. I'd say the world events in this are pretty damn good. They're certainly way more interesting, so... For what it's worth, I actually kind of like it. Oop. I much prefer world events like this, where each one feels unique. Like, what was that one where I had to do the whole, like... oh, well, my brother turned into a fish or whatever, and I never figured it out? Yeah, like... Just complete random nonsense. You'd never understand it. Just fuck it. I hated that. These are pretty nice.
What did I do to you? Eh? Hey, get back! Back! Let me be, I beg you.
Easy. Okay. You're good. What? There you go.
Are you harmed?
I'll live. Oh, thank the stars you came by when you did, High One. I thought that would be the end of me.
It was nothing.
Maybe for you. For me, it was everything. I'd have ended up like them down there. Here. Talking of thanks. Huh? Oh, typical. They must have chucked my supplies in the sea. It's just not my day, is it?
At least you lived to tell your tale. And gratitude is payment.
No, it's not.
Find me at the Grenheller shelter if you change your mind. Big cave, full of crystals. Well worth a look. My offer will still stand. And you want to find whoever's in charge of these corpses. Sounds like they're in the swampland, south of Aitri.
Interesting. But I make no
Did
promises.
we kill this person?
No one...
This is what I mean. There's no quest. There's no, like, menu. I don't know if I've killed all of them, if I'm missing one or two of them. Who knows? Like, they did not add that at all. Like, you just have to get the pop-up and then zoom in on the map.
Can't be coincidence.
Alright, so I think now we know where one of them is. Yep, okay. Right here. So we'll wrap our way around. This might actually be the last one of Sudinger's Outriders. Okay. At least those are different from world events, right? At least you know which ones are worth doing. It's just I kind of wish, you know, they would let you know? Like, why is there not a menu for that? Did they just, like, they added one for the Children of Danu. Like, why didn't they add one for this? It could have been, like, a whole thing. Like, the Odyssey system was so nice. The mercenary system, the hunt system for all the cult members, you know, all that stuff was so nice. It felt like such a sequel to Origins. I don't know why they fucked that up. I really don't. To me, that makes no sense. And the only way they could have is if someone on the team either didn't see the genius of it or actively didn't like it. So, like, there's not, like, 1,000 ways around it. Like, someone on the team actively probably said, yeah, we're not going to do that. Which, to me, is like a why. Why would you not do that? Okay, we killed this guy for some reason. Can't see. I can't see. Cute. Fuck. Okay. Recover. Good lord. Get over here! Never gets old. Because those are the enemies that when they get into grass or when they get hidden, you can't see them and you can't target them. But your ability still works on them. Oh, that's nice. That's fun. And after this, we'll have all the uncut gemstones as well, so... There you go. It wouldn't have a key here if it wasn't important.
That's my strength.
Alright, and dead. Yeah, that's literally just not even worth using unless it's like a big enemy. You know the kind. What? Alright. The fuck? This is a minor treasure chest, that's fine. Since we're killing a lot of enemies, it kind of makes sense to use this power a lot now. Alright, here's another offering. Okay, without landing, we could tell we need silica. Oh, fuck it. Why not? As much of a waste as this is, might as well, right? Someone is messaging me. Ooh, boy, I wonder what it is. Oh, boy! Someone heard I was telling that story, and they're like, shut the fuck up. Stop talking about it, come on. You're exposing us. Oh god, what a timeline it was when I was younger. And the best part is it's not better when I'm older.
Fuel my soul, wrath my name and purpose.
Yeah, what he said. Might as well do this, I guess. Ain't that some real shit? It wasn't good when I was younger, and it's getting worse the older I get. That's crazy, man. That's what I mean. You gotta take life's W's when you can, right? Like, so believe it or not, for me, a big life's W is that I got to play Metroid Dread. Fuck yeah. That's why I like that shit. That's why I'll play a game like that 3 times on the channel. You know why? Because to me, it's like the culmination of my childhood arc. That's all. I know I've said it before, but like that to me is like a dub. I was like, dude, not only did it actually happen, come out, but it was good, right? We didn't have to like live through some shitty version of it, right? Oh god, it's a bunch of bears. fuck is going on? I can't do anything. There you go. AoE. Dead. Oh my god. How does it feel doing all that for 0 damage, guys? Oh, he's dead. Wow, with 1 stomp. Sometimes I feel like the stomp does like an inconsistent amount of damage. Like, if they ever made an actual Spyro 4, I would feel the same way, honestly. Like, anything from my childhood like that, you know? It would just hit differently, you know what I mean? Like, I'd feel like, wow, this is something I could really continue on with, right? Even stuff from my teens, you know? But the teens was when fuckery started happening with, like, Deus Ex and shit. So, like, you know, it's not the same, obviously. Oh my god, they both ran for the fucking grass. Okay, goodbye. We just had to censor that one. Oh, you can kind of see it. Okay. I guess we'll fly. Seems like every area gives us back enough Satyr that we could, or enough Hooger, sorry, that we could just fly from area to area. Yeah, what a disappointment my adult life has started out on. And I'm sure it'll end disappointing as well. Okay, let's go down. Oh, here we go, Smita. It's above us. So what's below? What? Oh, we must fight here or something.
Here's an anvil.
Yeah, the waypoint is wrong.
Dwarven smiths worked their art.
What the hell? The waypoint's wrong. It's in the cave. The anvil is like whatever. That was
Evil's
interesting.
sons had made 3 mighty gifts for Loki, but my brother wanted more. So he went to their rivals, Sindri and Broka. He bet them they could not fashion 3 gifts greater still. If he won, he would keep the gifts. If he lost, they would take his head. But Loki had no intention of playing by the rules. He transformed himself into a gadfly and set about biting Broka in the hope of distracting him. But Broka did not flench, and there were
Yeah, so this was the first one we should have
a
seen.
boar of living metal who gave off light in the dark and ran faster than any horse. Gulenborsti.
They made a living boar out of metal. That's crazy mythology. It's just a shame that like I didn't do these in order. Probably Bassam's watching this like, oh yes, I remember when I did stupid bullshit like that. How hilarious it was. I wonder how he's able to transform. A mechanical raven. Oh, I guess that might be it actually then. Yeah, because there's nothing else. Where is it? Like a couple world events left? Right? Where's the one? Okay, there's 1 world event here, 2 over here, and 3... Yeah, 2 altars, and then a world event here. That's it. We're on our way to the last 3 things right now. So unfortunately, I will probably need another day to finish this. Actually, what time is it? Yeah, I will actually need another day to finish this, which is unfortunate. But, I mean, like, then that'll be it. That'll actually be, like, the finale of the Valhalla playthrough. Like, maybe we might go back and do some other stuff, like some of the world events, but there won't be any more story. It'll just be stuff that already exists in the game at that point. So that's actually, I feel a little sad. Like, we're at that point again, folks. that a playthrough I really like is at an end. I think we played this game for so long, and it's been like an actual part of my life, and now we're gonna be at the end again. Like in this time, there's not gonna be any. Oh no, don't worry. The deal. This thing just slid out the way. Okay, very nice. I didn't even need to use that. But yeah, it's crazy. Nothing is loading, by the way. Everything's glitched right now. It's the power of the PS4, baby. And you might say, well, why don't you play this on PS5? And you'd be correct. But the vast majority of people who probably played this did not play it on a PS5. Because when this game was new, those consoles were impossible to find. I had to get mine from PlayStation Direct. And I don't even think they do that anymore. Even though objectively, that would be like a truly base thing to do, would be to do PS5 or PlayStation Plus. I'm sorry, PlayStation Direct. Right? Like, you'd want to do that, so that way people could actually buy the console. Because, don't get it twisted, people probably still scalp these consoles to this day. You just don't hear about it anymore because it's not that relevant anymore. Like now, most people who probably wanted a console probably had one. I mean, but who knows? Maybe there's a lot of people out there who just either don't want to sit around all day waiting for it to go up on sale or watching Twitter accounts, right? Like, some people just want to go to a store and just buy the fucking thing. But considering how bad things are right now, I mean, I don't really blame people if they don't. Oh shit, it's the boar! Obviously, it's not the boar, but it's basically one of the boars. Ow. What the fuck? It's like one of the coolest enemies in the DLC. Oh, and now it's dead. Alright, don't worry, I'll avenge you, piggy. Wonder who the voice actor is that had to do that. Alright. Whoop. So the only thing that's left is this scroll. How do you do this again? X? Yeah. It's different in every game that it's a thing in. But they all respawned. I was barely gone for 5 minutes. Okay. Maybe they were afraid. You know what it is? They might not have had time to test this. So maybe they were afraid that people could clip inside buildings and then not be able to get out. So they just gave every possible place a way out, basically. That could also be something. Maybe they didn't have time to test it. I don't know. It just seems weird that you would have, like, multiple exits for a building like this. That's all I'm saying. Alright, so now we can actually do this. Speak with Kara the Viking. Or, I'm sorry, the Valkyrie. I can't read. I'm blind. That's right. That's my secret. I've been blind my whole life. How fucking stupid is this? Let's see what this quest is. Since we've assembled all the pages. I don't know. I don't know if we've done everything then, right? I guess we've done all the Sooninger's Outriders because they've never been behind a world event. Only Dwarves in Distress. So if we've done, I guess we've done all of them. Who knows? They're just like random fights. Like someone who made, like the people who made this DLC have to be self-aware, right? Like, fuck. Oh, it's at the top of this mountain? Okay. They have to be, like, self-aware to some degree, right? Like, they have to know, like, well, what do we really add to this game? I don't know. I feel like people who make Assassin's Creed DLCs just really get fucked a lot. Like, whatever team made Rogue, because I know it was a different team, they got fucked. They could have made one of the best Assassin's Creed games if they had just delayed Unity a year. why they made the executive stupid decision to release 2 Assassin's Creed games in 1 year is beyond me. I couldn't imagine how that's gonna backfire. Not even Call of Duty releases 2 Call of Duty games in a year. What the fuck are you doing? Like, who at Ubisoft, like, what committee, what person greenlit that idea is beyond me. But, you know, like, I don't know. I just feel like, see, like, I guess the gold standard for open world at games that I really hold at this point is, like, Ghost of Tsushima a little bit, right? And in Iki Island, definitely I didn't even know you could climb trees like this. It doesn't even really matter in the grand scheme of things. Iki Island is another one that I think is really good. I think that's one of the better DLCs I've ever played, right? It almost is like a full-on, like basically DLCs at this point are kind of indie games, right? Like, remember when they would release things like Alan Wake's American Nightmare and stuff, which is kind of funny I say that because Alan Wake is now in development. Like, they're actually going to make Alan Wake, and I think, what is it, the Max Payne 1 and 2 remaster, right? Like, that's the kind of stuff you like. Like, Alan Wake's American Nightmare, I think, was, what, Xbox Live Arcade? Remember when they had the Summer of Arcade on Xbox? Like, ages ago? Yeah, good times. Things were simpler back then. They just had a whole bunch of arcade games come out. They slapped the Summer of Arcade, like, you know, like, logo and tagline on it. They're like, yeah, we got all the arcade games on Xbox, and it was kind of cool. But then PlayStation had them one up because PlayStation legitimately was, like, having full-on, like, historical games on their consoles and shit. So it wasn't exactly, like, the same, you know what I mean? Kara's domain. I think we're gonna have to fight here. I can only imagine. I don't know why, though.
It's Kara, isn't it?
So you do remember.
Why wouldn't I remember my own Valkyries?
It has been many ages since Odin, son of Bor, father of Thor, took his duties seriously. Instead, he frets about the future, tries to wriggle free of fate. That's what I hear.
Mind your words, girl.
But you're completely right, woman.
Whatever you say, my lord and master.
Now, let's discuss your duties. This field of battle, does it bear fruit?
The harvest proves underwhelming. Many have died, but without valor. Unlike real heroes, they flaunt their wounds on their backsides, not their chests.
What use will there be to me when Ragnarok finally comes?
You have nothing
none.
to fear. I will make them ready for that final battle.
Perhaps I can help.
How?
Why, let my own battle prowess serve to inspire them.
You intend to tell them your old war stories? Ha!
No, I intend to fight them.
Not even we Valkyries believe in those fantasies anymore.
Then draw up an arena, so that I, Harvey, Lord of Asgard, patron to all true heroes, may reenact my finest moments. Just the way they happened.
This should be fun, if nothing else. So be it, Lofty One, your arena awaits.
Okay, tell a new tale.
Let me tell you a story.
Let's see what embellishments you add to this.
I like her. She's shitting on him. Kara's Pick. Warlord of the Muspels. Double Burning Trouble. Midgar War Party. What the fuck? The Great Swamp Witches. Oh, what? It's like you could refight battles, I guess. I guess that's what this is. Trickster and his legions. Muspelheim's legacy. All right, let's do this. Second tale boasts. It's like up to 14 boasts in order to make the. Oh, it's like a challenge mode. Okay, I see. Daily favor. Enemies cannot be stunned or hard to interrupt. Each melee attack slightly reduces the damage you deal. Use ranged attacks for an ability to negate this effect. Take more ranged damage and arrows are unavailable. What the fuck? You have to use abilities, and you take more melee damage. Never use an ability. Enemy attacks temporarily deal more damage to you. Slow stamina regen. Healing intoxicates. Start the tail drunk. No Hooger when they die. I'm not doing this. We're not doing all this.
How disappointing.
Let me see what rewards I am fighting for here.
All-Father Cloak.
Battle glory that has seen.
Additional increase to headshot damage. All-Father's Guard increases ability damage when parrying. It's lightweight. That's what I would want to get, but I mean, like, dude, you know how far we are at the end of the game? Like, I don't care.
You can't afford it anyhow.
Thanks. Alright.
Farewell, Lord of Asgard.
I mean, it's something to do. Collect all the heroic sagas. I guess that's the quest. We have to get that last one from that northern portion, but we can't do it yet, so... Alright, well, with that, I mean, folks, pretty much the only thing left to do is to finish the story, so... We'll finish the story, and then we'll see how we're exactly supposed to enter that. Maybe it's just the power of winter and you walk in. I have no idea. We'll have to see, but... Next time we do this, I'll make sure to fucking do it, so... In the event... That's all good to me, so... Next time will be basically, absolutely, positively the finale of Assassin's Creed Valhalla for good, no matter what. It's kind of exciting, but it also kind of makes me sad, I'm not gonna lie. We're actually just here at the end.